Hello everyone and welcome back to Neurodiverse. I'm your host, Arroyo. And boy, did AAA end the year off with their event, Guerra de Titanes. And I'm here to do my review, so let's get right into it. So we start with a four-way tag match with Mr. Iguana and Niño de Hamburguesa versus La Parca and Octagon Jr. versus Cruiserweight and Joaquin Phoenix, LWO versus Los Americanos. And it was a fun match to start the show. Parca was flipping around, doing dancing. Then Bravo and Rhino did some lucha tag moves. At one point, one of the Americanos was on the ropes acting like a spider. Then Cruz and Joaquin kept them in the corner. And then big guy Hamburguesa came in cleaning house. Then Iguana went flying around, did Octagon as well. And then everyone just dived on the outside. So we had everyone just diving on the outside like nonstop. At one point, the LWO was trying to dive on the outside, but Mr. Iguana tells them no as a distraction. And then out of nowhere, La Puerca does a rope rock and then a dive to the outside. Then we have Joaquin Phoenix getting a burger shoved in his face by Hamburguesa. And then even more chaos happens, a big brawl. At the end, we have a three-man top rope Spanish fly, but La Puerca was able to hit the twisted tombstone pile driver on Cruz del Toro for the win, letting him and Octagon Jr. take the W. And then after, he celebrates with Camilo. If you know who the boxer is, a really well-known boxer. It's really cool to see that. Then we got the AAA Latin American title match with El Nino de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Ethan Page in a killer match. Right away, both men just started brawling nonstop. It was just a straight up fight. At one point, Dr. Wagner Jr. hit a Eat the Feet. Ethan Page reversed it with a cool, spin slam. Great back and forth. Wagner hit a couple power bombs, some cool moonsaults. Ethan was playing dirty tricks. At the end, Ethan Page grabs the title, but sneakily grabs a hammer, distracted the referee with the championship, hitting El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., picking up the win. But then after, Mr. Iguana convinces the referee that Ethan Page cheated, the match gets recalled, and Dr. Wagner Jr. hits the Wagner Pyro Driver for the win. And Ethan Page did not seem happy about it. So we have to see how this all plays out. Will Ethan Page get payback on Mr. Iguana? We have to wait to see. And then we got the most craziest what the moment of the show. We had the Carnival of Carnage match, an 8-man tag versus Psycho Circus versus the Wyatt Sicks. And boy, was it crazy. So the Wyatt Sicks came out, and then Psycho Clown and his group says, if they want to fight, come get them. Then we go backstage and it's a carnival. The Wyatt Sicks seem kind of creeped out about it. They seem kind of hesitant. And then out of nowhere, Psycho Clown and Joe Hendry went fighting in a bouncy house. We had Masquerita Dorada come out of nowhere with a kendo stick whipping people like the little luchador. And then we had craziness, a big brawl. We had Vikingo going through a circus tent, and then out of nowhere, Pimpinella kissing Joe Gacy, and then everyone's brawling back into the ring. And then we have a monster showdown with Rowan and Monster Murder Clown, and it was crazy. Two big men going at it, and then all seems lost for Psycho Circus because Wyatt Sicks got the upper hand. But Vikingo came back with a kendo stick, whipping everyone, and Psycho Clown was able to push Dexter Lumis into Uncle Howdy, taking him, Vikingo, out. The Vikingo and Uncle Howdy fell on tables on the outside, and then Psycho Clown hits the Psycho Driver on Dexter Lumis for the win through a table. It was crazy. It was just a match it was so hardcore, but at the same time goofy. I liked it. And it does not seem like the storyline is over, because the Wyatt Sicks did not seem happy that they lost. So let's see how this continues into the new year. And then we got pretty much, in my opinion, the best match of the night. The match that stole the card for me. The AAA World Cruiserweight Championship three-way match with Laredo Kid, Jack Court, and Javon Evans. And this was a Cruiserweight classic. Right from the beginning, all men was doing flying spots. At one point, Jack Court did a double roll-up on both men. And then everyone did a kick out. And then Laredo tries to give Jack a handshake. But Jack kicks him in the face and then does some cartwheels on the outside of the ring. Even Javon Evans tried to do a double roll-up. And then at one point, everyone just went flying. It's like, I don't even know how to describe some of these moves. Like, some of these moves were so good. Like, it was unbelievable. And then at the end, Laredo goes up, hitting a moonsault to the outside, and then a double Samoan drop into a 450 splash. That was killer, by the way. But both men kick out. Then everyone goes into a kick party, so everyone's super kicking each other. Jack Cartwheel tries to hit his finisher, the Cartwheel 450, but the Javon Evans hits a cutter on him. And then we get a cutter on the ring apron by Javon Evans. And then back in the ring is a big brawl, but then Laredo Kid hits this reverse Spanish fly, smacking Jack Cartwheel's face into the mat for the win. This match was really good, the best match of the night, and I loved it. These cruiserweights were killing it, and I want to see more cruiserweight wrestling. Can we please get the AAA Cruiserweight Championship on a pay-per-view? Like, let's get it on a WWE pay-per-view. I want to see that type of match with Laredo Kid and some of these cruiserweights, because that was a killer match. Then we had some ladies. We had the chicas in a wrestling match. So we had a 6-woman tag team match with Fabio Apache, Lola Vice, Natalia versus La Toxicas. And right away, Natalia beat the hell out of Herida. Like, just smacking her on the ground, pulling her hair. Lola Vice got a couple kicks in. They was beating the hell out of her. And then Morita got kicked in the face. Flamer tried to get in the match, but Lola Vice booty bumps her and La Toxicas. But then on the outside, La Toxicas does some evil things to get the upper hand, pretty much keeping Lola Vice away from Fabia and Natalia for most of the match. Near the end, I don't even know what to call it. Like, their leg pull into the ring post, and then Flamer does the drop kick. Like, that's just devastating. That move is just, ooh. But at the end, Natalia came back, hitting a heart attack. And then Fabia and Flamer went one-on-one until Fabia hits a dragon suplex out of nowhere for the win. It was a pretty quick win, but a really good way. And will Fabio Apache face Flamer for the Reina de Reinas championship in the future? We have to wait to see. And then we got a single match with Dragon Lee and El Niño de Vikingo. And Vikingo came out looking like the Grinch. I liked it with his new gimmick of being a heel. But this match was not even a wrestling, not even lucha. It was a brawl. Okay, they was just beating the hell out of each other. It was not even high flying. It was just straight up fight. Both of them smacking each other, beating the hell. We had a brawl on the outside. At one point, Vikingo pulled Dragon Lee's back of his max and ripped it off, and Dragon Lee got pissed. Both of these men were going crazy. And then at the end, it got even crazier because we had a submission showdown. Both men were hitting technical submissions. Out of nowhere, the referee gets taken out. And then Vikingo comes in with a steel chair, but the referee sees it. Crazy back and forth. And then, I just don't know. Like, Omos shows up, taking out Dragon, letting Vikingo get the win. And then we find out that Omos is now teaming with Vikingo. What the actual was that match? They hyped this match to be the match of the night. And for me, it was a shoot fight. It wasn't even a wrestling match. That felt like an actual fight. Like, these men were actually fighting each other. It was given like a shoot fight. If you know what a shoot fight is, it's when two people actually fight and they don't wrestle. Like, they looked like they was actually throwing hands. I don't know what the match was, but it seemed like they had beef or something. Because that match seemed not scripted. That seemed like an actual fight. So we have to see where the storyline goes, if it even continues. Then we got the main event. Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio versus Dominik Mysterio and Grande Americano. In a really interesting match, I will say. I felt like the match was short. Like, the last two matches were very short, as well as, I'm going to talk about it, but let's get right into it. So, Americano and Rey Fenix start things off, and Fenix and Rey gets into it. Then Dominik tags in, and then Mysterio tags in. And then when Dominik sees his dad tags in, he walks away. So Americano has to fight both men by himself for a bit. To out of nowhere, Dominik tags in, beating up Fenix until Rey Mysterio comes in, whipping his son's behind. And then we get some tag moves. And then at the end, Americano's trying to help Dominik cheat, but then Penta shows up, stopping it. And then Fenix and Rey Mysterio wins. And then after, Americano's trying to help Dominik. Dominik pushes Americano and then walks away. And then Americano kind of turns face by just shaking hands with the good luchadors. So Rey Mysterio, Fenix, and Penta. So I guess now Americano is now face. So now we have to see if Americano is going to go after the World AAA Championship. This is what I mean by, like, the last two matches for me was lackluster. Like, all the other matches were so good, like, the build. I would say, like, literally after the Cruiserweight match, every other match got buried. I'm gonna be honest. After that Cruiserweight match with Laredo hitting that finisher, like, the great secret, I don't know, like, after the Cruiserweight match, everything just, like, didn't live up. So I'm going to say that the event was good, but I'm going to just say that when it came to, like, booking, especially when it came to, like, spots, like, I really felt like Dragon Lee and El Hijo, the doctor, I feel like spots like Dragon Lee and El Niño de Vikingo could have been way earlier in the card, maybe the opener. It was just like some of these matches near the end, like the last three matches felt kind of like not pay-per-view level as the other matches, but that's just my opinion. And this is good news with AAA have a deal with Fox Mexico. So now in Mexico, we're going to get AAA there on Fox. So hopefully that means soon we're going to have something of AAA coming to the US. I think it's still a work in progress, but hopefully, because let's be honest, you can literally put AAA on Peacock, they can put it on streaming. The fans are going to watch it. Like, people love AAA. Like, if they put it in American audiences, they're going to watch it. But that's pretty much my review. Hopefully you guys liked it, and hopefully you guys are having a good holiday. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.